Welcome. Today, you'll try to solve riddles that will test your logic. Pause the video if you need more time. Mr. and Mrs. Rogers went on a trip to the mountains. However, 2 days later, Mr. Rogers returned to their hotel alone. He called the police and told them that Mrs. Rogers had died while climbing in the mountains. The next day, police officers came to the hotel and arrested Mr. Rogers for murdering his wife. Rogers confessed to the crime, but asked how the police had found out that he was the murderer. The police officers said that a travel agent had called them that morning and reported something. What did the travel agent tell the police? He said that Mr. Rogers had bought 2 plane tickets to the mountains, but only one of them was for a return flight. It was a bad day, and Max fell into a well. Fortunately, he survived the fall, but to get out he needs to climb 30 meters of wet wall. It's possible, but there is one problem. Every hour, Max climbs 3 meters, but drops down a meter due to the slippery walls. How many hours will it take Max to get out of the well? He needs 15 hours because, in fact, he will climb at a rate of 2 meters per hour. Who will die? Write your guess in the comments section. Find out the answer in the next video. Guess the movie by symbols. Guess the show by symbols. You're swimming in the river in hot weather when you suddenly notice a crocodile. Everything would be fine if he hadn't seen you. Now he's coming for you. What will you do? Option 1. Hit it in the eyes. Option 2. Start screaming and creating splashes with your feet to scare the animal away. Option 3. Try to swim away fast. Hurry up with your decision. The crocodile's nearly on you. If you decide to swim away, you're dead, because in water crocodiles can reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. Screaming and trying to scare away a crocodile is also useless. You will only attract its attention. If you dare to hit the animal in the eyes, then you will be saved, because the eyes of a crocodile are very vulnerable. You will also be saved if you grip his mouth or tie it with elastic rope, should you have any, because the muscles of the crocodile's jaws are rather weak. It'll be easier to solve the riddles if you subscribe to the channel right now. Find items. Late one night, a policeman was out on the beat. A suspicious man was walking towards him carrying something heavy. The policeman stopped the man and asked him who he was and what he was carrying. The man pointed to the house near where they were standing and said he lived there and that he was carrying stuff that he wanted to give to a friend. The policeman immediately arrested the man. Why did he suspect the man was lying? The policeman noticed that the man's footprints did not lead to the front door, but to a window, so he suspected the man was a thief. You live on the 18th floor and use the elevator every morning. Today, you have only gone down one floor when suddenly the elevator begins to plummet. What will you do to survive? Option 1. Try to jump at the moment of impact. Option 2. Lie on your back and cover your head and face with your hands. Option 3. Do nothing and wait until the elevator falls. Hurry up with your answer. It's best to lie on your back and cover your face and head with your hands, so the force of the blow will be distributed throughout your body and you can protect yourself from fragments. Wait, have you lain down? It turns out the elevator doesn't fall and you look stupid. And don't try to jump and risk a head injury. If you prefer to do nothing, congratulations, you survived. Did you like the riddle? Subscribe if you want to train your logic. Find two identical pictures. You swim to the bottom of the ocean with a group of divers. You admire underwater caves and coral reefs, but soon fall behind the group. In attempts to catch up with the group, you stumble upon 3 tunnels. In the first, you notice a gigantic shark whose mouth is so large that it takes up the entire tunnel. The second is teeming with poisonous jellyfish. The third tunnel is so long that you may not have enough oxygen to swim to the end. Which one do you choose? You should choose the first tunnel. The gigantic shark only looks scary, but in fact it does not pose a danger to humans. Find differences. After the wreck of a cruise ship, you find yourself stranded on a desert island. You don't have matches to light a fire, and it's impossible to do it with any improvised means. You notice a rescue helicopter, but it's flying too high and the pilot can't see you. How can you attract attention? You need to trace out SOS on the sand. Did you answer correctly? Write in the comments below. Find 2 identical pictures. In the last video, we asked you why the former sailor was arrested for his seasickness cure. The sailor's recipe consisted of just one phrase: stay at home. Like if you answered correctly. We hope you had fun. We're waiting for you in the next video.